I am partnering up with Age of Empires for the release of Age of Empires Mobile PC Edition. They've asked me to showcase the game to you guys. Who better to ask than Banji Boy? Let's get into it and let me showcase you the nostalgic features that once were that have returned. So this version of Age of Empires is completely free to play and is officially licensed by Microsoft itself, meaning that you can play this using an Xbox account. It is both mobile and PC dual compatible, meaning that once you have logged in once, you can log in on any of your devices. So here we are, day one at my little Age of Empires city, my little town, my little hamlet. Where am I at? I'm a minor city state right now. So the tutorial gives you a really good insight as to how the game is gonna work to some extent, but let me break it down for you if you've never played an RTS type game before, which obviously, if you haven't heard of Age of Empires, you've been living under a rock. So currently, this is my city that I need to build up. The tutorial makes you build up the bare minimum, the basics of your city. My goal is to lead over my own kingdom, make them thrive and take over other people's towns and cities alongside potentially my alliance. Now, in order to expand my city, I am going to be using the resources which we have at the top here: wood, food, stone, and I'm guessing gold. We're going to need all of those to be able to build up buildings. We're going to need all of those to be able to feed my army. We're going to use those resources to trade on the marketplace. And eventually down the line, we may even use those resources to help out my alliance. Now, there are a few ways and a few strategies that you can play these types of games. Some people like to play purely for the late game by upgrading their mills and their farms, getting as many as they can and just solely focusing on that, so that at the late game, they have so many resources and such a high resource production that they can just maintain any army they like. Another tactic is to be on the offensive and play as an aggressive player by building up as big of an army as you possibly can and then sending small batches of that army out to different various places on the map to bring resources back, whether that's from other players or from objectives. Now, depending on whichever tactic you go and whichever strategy you go, you need to be aware of a few things. If you decide to go for the resource route, it's a little bit more passive, but you also need to be aware that other players can steal your resources. So you need to make sure that you're upgrading things like your warehouse, building an army up, and even making sure that your wall is at the highest level it can possibly be. Not to mention your guard tower as well. You need to be able to defend what you've built up. Now, if you're playing the more aggressive route where you're building up troops and you're sort of sending them out continuously to be able to raid and bring resources back for you, scout other people's villages to find out what they have, how many troops they have, what resources they have, that is a lot more hands-on, because you need to be doing that continuously, because if you stop, well then nothing's coming in. It's like taking a day off work. Now, I think you can imagine what tactic I'm going to play. I want as many armies as I can possibly have. Another benefit to the tactic that I'm running is that when my alliance wants to do thousands, and I mean thousands of unit sieges, whether that be on a single player or an alliance as a whole, I'm gonna have the troops ready there to help. The great thing with Age of Empires is that there is always something to do. Like I say, while you're waiting for your village to produce its own resources, you can be sending your scouts on exploration quests, sending your troops off to invade other cities, or just generally building up your city ready to defend. Another option is like this. Another option is something like this: a resource point on the map. You can send a hero and some troops out to go and gather that to bring that specific resource back. Now's at the point in this chapter where I can find an alliance to join. My idea is to join an alliance with enough power, enough allies, and that is in my close region. These guys are English speaking, these guys are powerful. Let's join them. The alliance is already full. Who would have thought? Okay, nice. We have joined the Pong Kong Alliance. Now, the beauty of joining an alliance is that you can assist everybody that is in the alliance whenever they have requested something. And what I mean by that is that, let's say I want to upgrade my lumber camp, okay? Let me upgrade it a few times, but then I get to the point where I need to use speed ups to speed up the amount of time remaining that is left to build it. I can click Alliance Assistance, and 6 people right now currently can help me. And like I say, what that will do is it would just reduce the amount of time it takes to upgrade that specific building. Now, one tip I would recommend to you passively is to always look at the watchtower. To go out, click on find something to explore, go have a look, send them, search it, attack it, deploy it, and you get a ton of rewards for it. Now, there are over 70 plus heroes that I can use and unlock within the tavern, and each of them can have their own army that I can use to send off to different places for whatever the reason may be. Some of them will be best for stuff like archers, pikemen, swordsmen, cavalry. Some even have gathering bonuses. And to do that, I'll remind you again, just like it showed in the tutorial, go to your tavern and use your tokens to recruit them. Now, I'm going to call it tokens because I don't really know what the thing's called. Medal. Yes. Okay, well, it's definitely not called medals. Medals are used to upgrade your hero and boost their strength. When you use your little tokens as well, you get a whole bunch of stuff like these speed ups here. We get more resources that we can use later on. So just generally, it's always a good idea to check the tavern and make sure you've got some ready to go and use them when you have them. They've even got a little mini game for fishing, so you get 60 seconds and just you get a few attempts to hopefully maybe I don't know if it's even useful for anything besides food. Can I get the last one? Yes, you can. I haven't got any attempts left. Okay, yeah. So I've just changed my name. For some reason I went for Banjville because I don't know if that's my name or if that's my like overall city name. Hey, Banjville being me works. I'm fine with that. Now we're going to change our civilization. Now there are many choices: Chinese, French, I don't even know what that is. Byzantines. Well, I never went to school. Byzantines. Romans, British, Egyptians, Japanese, or Koreans. Oh, and Arabs as well. Well, we all know what I'm going for. Got here representing Britannia, boys. Now, let's say I'm put in this position right here where I have insufficient resources for upgrade. I'm missing wood right now. I've always been missing wood. Now, obviously, I could go out and I could do some pillaging, or I could go out and gather some wood. But what if I haven't got the troops? What if I haven't got the time for that? Well, if you come to the market, you click trade, and, you know, I need wood. I need that amount of wood, and I would like to give up some food for that. What I can do is, let's say I want 150,000 wood. Well, I'll trade 200,000 wood. Wait, no, wait. I want 160,000 wood. I can trade 214,000 food for that. Hey, it's not the best trade, but considering the situation I'm in, it's a useful one. Now, as well as that, for doing various tasks around the city and doing things like downloading their Discord or following them on Facebook, I got this little silver token right here. So what I can do, let's say right now I need 200,000 wood. I can buy and use 1,000 Empire tokens, and that will instantly give me 200,000 wood. But here's a big thing to keep in mind right here, guys, which is something I said earlier. The warehouse protects your resources. Right now, my city is protected for up to 140,000 resources, which means that if I were to get attacked when my beginner protection goes down, they could successfully take 195,000 wood, 291,000 food, and, well, I haven't got enough stone anyways. We are now Castle Age level 3, which means we can unlock new units, new buildings. We're basically advancing, and we are currently looking like a threat. Okay, so this is where I'm going to finish up on day 1. So far, we are currently sat at 173,000 power, which I think is pretty insane. To put that into perspective, I've been grinding for the last few hours now, and the people next to me, this guy is only 141, this guy is only 120,000. You know, so if I start building up some troops, I can seriously start to dominate the world around me. Okay, so day 2, and here's where we're at, and here's what I'm thinking of doing. So first thing, when you log in, you should always go over to your camps and your farms and your quarry and collect the resources that they've been gathering. I'm sure there is a way for it to do it automatically, but look, 90,000 food, something thousand wood, and I already collected the quarry, so that's kind of why I'm even saying this now, because I realize it's a thing. Any red dots on the screen, you should click on and try to claim them if possible, if there is anything to claim, obviously. Okay, love it. So like we mentioned yesterday, I want to play a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more offensively. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is what I call the T-Banj inting session. So yeah, the plan today should definitely be to build up honestly, a bunch of troops. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the university and we're going to research the technologies to be able to improve those troops. Because there's no point of sending out a bunch of troops if they're just not useful at anything, right? Slapping the enemy with twigs and slingshotting used condom. I don't know. So we've now maxed out the swords, pike, cavalry, and archers attacks. And what I would like to do is to at least get the swordsman to a minimum of 3 defense so that we can unlock the skilled swordsman in the technologies. Basically, what that will do is when I come to the swordsman barracks, when I go to train, instead of level 2 trainee swordsman, we'll be using level 3 skilled swordsman. It's not the best, but I think if we get that out of the way, we should be a little bit stronger and we can just build up a boatload of swordsmen and go out on the offensive with those bad boys. Which of my heroes, which unit type, I mean, that their army is. So right now at the top, if we had like Joan of Arc, for example, it'd be pikes. If we went Josephine, it'd be archers and swordsmen. Axel is cavalry swordsman. And Wu Wai, Wu Wee, Wu It is pike. Okay, so I'm happy to do skilled swordsmen. Let's get them on the go. Love it. Sorted. Brilliant. Ready to go. And while we're at it as well, let's do the pikemen. Nice. We replenished our resources. That's basically why I get you guys to go through and look for everything that's just a red dot. Because honestly, the amount you're going to get in resources like overnight just from like passive activities is like insane. And I still have 2 million resources in chests to go. And honestly, a boatload more. We've just upgraded our town center to level 11. And now it is time for me to build up my army. So, no time to wait. 450 swordsmen. 450 swordsmen. 450 swordsmen. 450 swordsmen. 450 swordsmen. 2,700 swordsmen total right now. That's not bad. Okay, we unlocked Darius the Great just for logging in every single day, so that's something. So Darius's speciality is piercing and gathering, so that's actually really useful for me. Now, because Darius and Joan of Arc both deal with pikemen, I'm going to assign them together. And when we launch an attack, those two have an additional bonus. So now one of my challenges is to relocate to the Alliance land. So in order to do this, all I need to do is go to the map, zoom out, and look for, I mean, roughly where my Alliance are. Look where my allies are. So in reality, we're around here. This is the Alliance land right here. Gonna go into my inventory and use the targeted relocator. And I am gonna relocate right here. There I am. Now, the first thing I'm going to do now that I've relocated is I see someone right here who no longer has a shield bubble. Now, doing this will lose me my shield bubble, my beginner protection, but I'm an offensive kind of individual. I'm going to scout him out. Look at my little scout. He's going to be running. There he is. Go on, my son. And once he gets there, I'm going to get a new piece of mail. That mail is going to show me exactly what this guy's got. 500,000 wood, 1 million food, so 43,000 total units. I'm thinking I might give it a go, you know. It is now time to start putting my troops into play. I'm going to use the search feature down here, and I'm going to look for tribes. Let's go through it. Let's actually go all the way to a level 9 tribe and see if, oh no, I'm going to do level 8. Okay, well, we'll go level 8. We'll send out my huge advantage, Joan of Arc and Darius, and we're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Let's go for a level 7, if I can. Level 7. Attack. Let's send out Josephine and Axel. They're good. And then I know my Wu Wei team is not as strong, so we're going to send out a smaller, more level 5 team for that. And honestly, these guys are just going to battle it out continuously. And we're going to do this for the next 5-10 minutes, or basically up until the point where I have some stamina left, but, you know, enough stamina to attack that guy that we scouted earlier, basically. So every single day at the point that I'm at, I have 100 stamina. This will replenish throughout the day, and what it means is that I can't just use and abuse the fact that I have loads of troops. I can only launch a certain amount of attacks a day. Now, because I've been just doing general Age of Empires stuff, I have a daily stamina supply. I'm going to use it. I've got 85 stamina, and how much stamina do we use? Let's go for a level 9 one this time. 5 stamina per attack. Let's heal all my troops up. Let's get a little bit of assistance from the Alliance and the speed ups. Okay, so it's time. Let's look at this guy's city that we've scouted. Let's find this city. Let's go for an attack. I'm going to do a multi-attack. So we deploy all 3 armies of ours at once. They'll all get there in 1 minute 28. Let's see what happens. Hey, we pray for the best. I'm hoping for the best. I don't expect the best at all. Now, a smart way to play this in this situation, knowing what I know, is that in reality, I should have made a boatload of archers. Because think about it realistically. This guy has just started the game. We know he has a lot, but he's so early into the game to the point where he's probably just done the challenges and he's probably just been told to make swordsmen and pikemen. So archers would have clearly have countered that. It's too late now. We're already here. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping for the best, like I say. Whatever happens is whatever happens. If we can get out with some troops alive, we'll take it. Now, my Wook's Way army, I don't really presume they're going to get very far, to be quite honest with you. We've already done about a quarter of his health. We still have, you know, I mean, Wook's Way, admittedly, is going to die. We're going down to, like, the halfway line here of his army, which is insanely good. Wook's Way's team was defeated, but that's okay. We're halfway. We still have Josephine and Joan of Arc as well. Now, the reason why I'm not too bothered if this goes south is that if we kill enough of his troops, it means that next time we come back, we'll be able to finish them off and we'll be able to loot basically everything. Now, it is getting mighty close. We do have basically the exact same number of troops here. Come on, boys. 1.2k, 800. 500, 197. Nice. Good job, good job, good job. Let's recall our troops. We got what we came for. Now, the goal is make a lot more troops. So, we're going to send out Josephine's team to basically just completely plunder this guy's city of everything and anything I can get out of him. Oh, he's sending out a team to fight back. I mean, okay, sure. Why not? We'll take it face on. While we're at it, let's send out another bunch of troops as well. Maybe we need some assistance here. He's trying to meet us halfway. I'll be honest with you, I didn't realize this guy was playing the game. Oh, he's sending out another bunch of troops as well. I'll meet your troops with my third team. Nah, boys, you ain't done there. You boys are attacking that now. I mean, this is what you wanted, buddy. You want to meet me out here in the in no man's land. I want absolutely everything on him. I'll be sending out another one. I mean, this guy is not saying no. He's bringing more and more troops out. He's spamming them. He's bringing them out one by one. I mean, go for the city at this point. Go for the city, boys. I'm very surprised. Hey, look, if I had him as a friend, I can complete challenge. So we're going to have to rebuild the troops, and I'll be honest with you guys, I got a bad taste in my mouth for that guy. So, yeah, I'm going to hit him with everything I have at this point. I'm putting everything into building troops, and I'm fully sending it on him. So, with all that being said and done, if you've ever played Age of Empires before, let me know how I did down in the comments. And if you haven't, and you want to jump in yourself to Age of Empires Mobile PC Edition, remember, it is completely free on PC, App Store, and Google Play. The link will be in the description. and I'll even pin it to the top of the comments section for you. So you can go out there yourself and build your own empire.